Alright, what's up guys? You all good? You can't respond to me, so I got no clue whether you're all good, but I'm just going to assume you are. I'm Jack, welcome back to my channel. I produce daily content based around video editing, videography, and how to make money making videos. Subscribe now if that sounds interesting to you. Today, you read the title right, I'm talking about how I make money in my sleep. I went to bed last night, I woke up $33 richer after literally just sleeping. Now, there's two things I gotta emphasize here. First off, this is in no fucking way a get-rich-quick scheme, not even slightly. It's a get-rich very slowly scheme, and it's 33 bucks, so we can remove the rich. It's a get some money very slowly scheme, and this will piss off anybody looking for a get-rich-quick scheme. So if you are looking for a get-rich-quick scheme, I'm sorry, it's just not the video for you, and bada bing, bada boom, it's gonna provide some value regardless. So, I make $33 every time I sleep. The reason I've fucking found that metric, right, or I've gotten that statistic, is because I make about $100 a day in income from YouTube. 100 divided by 24, I'm gonna get the calculator out, right? 100 divided by 24 is $4.16. So I make about $4.16, $4.16 every single hour passive income. Sweet. Times that by average of 8 hours that I sleep, that's $33.33. So when I go to sleep, on average, I'm making about $33.33. So this right here is something that now is reality for me, but was an extremely long process and is definitely not a strategy for anybody. So let me break it down. Basically, the way I've been able to do this in retrospect, it's not as though I was aiming for it, like in the future, I'm gonna make $33 when I sleep. No, I just basically pursued YouTube. I built myself a huge catalog of content, evergreen videos. What evergreen means is they're basically relevant for a long period of time. They're constantly being searched and found through search results. And I built a catalog of about 600 evergreen videos. And now I've gotten to the point where I've got such a nice catalog of videos that they're all constantly getting views and they're all constantly generating advertisement revenue. Therefore, I can come up with an analytic or a statistic that says that I make about $4.16 every single hour. Times that by 8 hours on average that I sleep, I make about $33 every single time I go to sleep. So basically, this right here is in no way a get-rich-quick scheme. It's a get a tiny bit of money a very, very long period of time, right? And essentially, the way you can do this for yourself is pretty interesting, right? Because it's such a long strategy, so it makes me kind of laugh explaining it. But the actual way you would go about this, if you were trying to do it consciously, because to me, I really didn't do this consciously. I'm noticing this in retrospect. Like I said before, it's not as though I was like, in the future, I'm gonna make $33 when I go to sleep. No, it was more like I'm gonna build a massive catalog of videos and it'll probably generate some money in the future. And then just the statistic of the $33 when I sleep is a product of just the fact that the channel is constantly generating money. Therefore, obviously, it's generating money in the hours that I'm sleeping, right? It's not linked to when I'm sleeping. YouTube doesn't know, like, Jack's asleep, make him some money. It's just constantly making money, which is awesome. So that's kind of what I'm going to teach, right? Is the way I've personally done it, and that's the only thing I can teach. You basically just have to listen to me on how I've done it and then apply this to your situation, because I really don't know how to do it any other way. I think that's the best way to do it. But the way that I personally did it was I picked something that I knew loads about, video production, and I made videos every single day or as much as possible for about 2.5 years until I built a massive catalog of content. And along the way, some videos do great, some videos don't do great, whatever, but collectively you've built a catalog of content that's generating advertisement revenue and generating views at all times. So if you wanted to do this, you pick something that you know loads about. Maybe it's music, maybe you're tuning into video, so maybe it is video production, right? And you make videos every single day or as much as possible, as much content as you could possibly make that's helpful content. Then you educate yourself on how YouTube works. Watch a few YouTube videos. You could watch 3 or 4 YouTube videos. It could take you an hour and you would understand how to get your videos ranked on search results. This is key part. I didn't just throw these videos at YouTube and it just magically worked out. I put the time in to educate myself on how to get the videos ranked on search through just some minor SEO tactics, right? Just repeating keywords a bunch of times and stuff like that. And I educated myself on how to actually make these videos perform well. And throughout that search, I realized, thumbnail and title, they play a huge role. Next up from that has to be genuinely entertaining or value-providing content, or entertaining and value-providing. That's when you're smashing them on both ends. I like to think I'm kind of doing that here on my channel. And pretty much essentially the strategy is to build a massive catalog of content, that's based around a certain topic, it won't work as well if you're making one video on how to make food one day and then how to make money the next day and then how to mow your lawn the next day, because they're all for different audiences. The way that I've been able to do it is I picked my audience and I was religious about making content for that audience, right? I'm not praying to God religious, as in I'm strict. I'm very strict about the type of content that I upload. I know that I'm trying to build content for video creators. I want to make my channel relevant to anyone who subscribes. Therefore, if you subscribe to video A, which is about video production, I got to make video B, C, D, and Z about video production as well. So you're going to keep clicking onto it, and essentially you're going to keep on, you know, hanging around the channel and not leaving and be like, fuck this guy. I subscribed for mowing the lawn and now he's cooking. Fuck this guy, right? No, you need to kind of pick your niche, pick your category, and the niche is powerful. Like, the niche is extremely powerful, but the reason you have to pick about something you love and know loads about is because, you know, that's the only way you're going to be able to generate enough content that the future you is able to actually generate passive income even when you sleep, right? And that's exactly what's happened to me. I've got about 600 videos out there on this YouTube channel that all are based around video editing, videography, and how to make money making videos. They're all ranked on search results somewhere. Some of them aren't, don't get me wrong, but some of them are, and some of them have, you know, hundreds of thousands or millions of views based on the fact that I just kept going, just kept uploading content. And eventually, I woke up today where I realized, I did the math and I was like, that's crazy. I made $33 when I slept last night based on the fucking simple metric, or the simple fact that basically my YouTube channel tells me I make an average of about $100 a day. Some days it's more, 120. Some days it's not, 90, something like that, but about an average of $100 a day. Therefore, I'm making about $4.16 every single hour. Therefore, I make about $33.33 every single time I go to sleep. So I cannot stress this, how much of a long-term strategy this is. Don't get me wrong, there's longer-term strategies. A long-term strategy for you could be, you know, put 10 grand in the stock market for 10 years, and then the compound interest kicks in, and now all of a sudden you got $1 million or whatever, right? Or 800 grand, $1 million, I don't even know, right? But I think if you put money in the index 500, which is like that fucking, what's it called, index fund or whatever, over the course of 10 years, if you put in about 100 grand over the course of 10 years, it turns into about $1 million, right? That's a much longer strategy than this one right here. This is short term in when, you know, when you're comparing it to that. This is only talking about 2.5 years, but I'm not talking about generating $1 million, right? That's the thing, man. You know what I mean? I'm talking about generating $33 over an 8-hour period. You know what I mean? You know, if you went to work, $33 for 8 hours of work wouldn't be that great, right? But $100 a day is in terms of passive income, is definitely awesome, because of the fact that if I didn't work today, I would still make $100, and if I worked super hard tomorrow, you know, I'd make $100 as well, right? So it's just sort of all across the board. So overall, that is it. To summarize, I make $33 every time I go to sleep on average. Might make $22, might make $44. You know, who knows, right? Each day is a little bit different. As I said, when one day I'll make $90 in a day, next day I'll make 120 or 130, right? And essentially, I built a massive catalog of content. It's not actually even that massive. It's just 600 videos, right? But if you've made 0 videos, 600 sounds like it's infinite, right? So I understand. I got to empathize with you. And also, this type of strategy is really for specific types of people, because at the end of the day, not everybody can present a video fluently to the point where they could build 600 that are actually value providing and actually useful enough that they keep generating views over the long term. So I cannot stress you enough how much this is not a long-term strategy at all. I'm gonna stop saying that because I feel as I said it a couple times now. I know I've said it a few times now. And basically, that's my strategy for how I make money in my sleep. It was in no way conscious, but it is a reality for me now, and I think sharing the information, putting out the video like that is very interesting. At the end of the day, I'm trying to just find different angles, you know? Like one of the biggest themes on my channel is how to make money making videos, and this is one of the biggest ways that I personally make money making videos, and it's enabled me to move into a new flat in London and, you know, overall, you know, throw some money to my mom for her rent, all type of stuff, right? So that's a product of me being a long-term thinker. And again, not even that long-term. There's people out there putting the money in the stock market, and in 10 years, they're gonna be a millionaire. That's a long-term strategy, right? This is short fucking term if you're comparing it to a long-term strategy like that, but it's a long-term strategy if you're looking for a get-rich-quick scheme, which, you know, if you type in, you know, how can I make 10 grand this week? And, you know, you don't have any necessary skills and you're just trying to find some button to press or something like that. Like, this definitely is not that. I don't think anything's like that, to be real with you, to be honest, right? We all have those days where you're like, damn, I want to make more money. You start typing in like, yo, Siri, how do I make $1 million in a week?
I found this on the web.
Fuck yeah. You know what I mean? We've all had those times, don't get me wrong, right? I'm not trying to diss anybody. Anybody that made it to the end of the video that was looking for a get-rich-quick scheme, I'm not trying to diss you or anything, but this is just me kind of sharing the reality that I'm living right now, which is that I'm making money when I sleep now based on the simple fact that I was long-term thinking, I built a big catalog of content, and now it's generating advertisement revenue every single second. When I've made this video right now, 10, 15 minutes of talking, I probably made like $1, right? Right? Sweet, I made $1, awesome. So it's not life-changing money, right? But it's money nonetheless. Thank you guys for tuning into the video. Thought I'd throw a little unique one here today, just something different. It was on my mind. I was thinking, like, it was just making me think it was cool. I was like, wow, I really made $33 when I slept last night, and 33 is my lucky number as well. So I was like, I'm making this video. Screw it, why not? Somebody, you, who's made it to the end of the video, will take some value from this video, and the version of you in the future could be making much more than $33 when you sleep. Hell yeah! I mean, to be honest, you could smash it and be making $3,300 in a night, or $3,300 in a night, whatever the case may be, right? Wait, 3,300 and 3,300, they're the exact same. But essentially, continue as you go. There's a version of me that's making $330 when I sleep in the future. And there's also, I firmly believe, a version of me that's making $3,300 when I sleep in the future, based on the fact that I'm just continually pushing in this direction of building content, building evergreen content that's genuinely helpful. This shit isn't compilations of fucking Vine videos or something like that, which those are helpful to some people, don't get me wrong, I've been there too, but this video is evergreen content that is based around a certain topic of interest, and my throat is dying, so I'm rolling. Take it easy, guys. If you want to reach out to me, I need help on anything, hit me on social media. Instagram is by far the one I'm most active on. If you hit me on Twitter or Facebook, you're gonna have to wait a couple days. You hit me on Instagram, you're gonna have to wait a couple seconds. I'll be straight in there with you. I'm very active on Instagram. So thank you guys for tuning in. I appreciate it. Have a nice day. Take it easy. I'm making 33 bucks tonight, people. How much are you gonna make? See you later.